Dobrý večer. So tonight, taking a boat cruise in Prague. Gonna sail on the Vltava and see Prague all lit up at night. It's a 50-minute cruise on Prague Boats. And should be a good one. Done the sunset cruise or evening cruise and it's great. Always see Prague lit up, but tonight we're gonna do one at night. So hope you'll come along with me and enjoy the sights of Prague from the water. Let's go cruising. This is the route we'll be taking. We'll take one of the shorter ones. It's only 50 minutes. Brief sponsor. One of the other boats coming in. These are all electric power boats. So pretty quiet on board. Go boarding the boat. Light should be coming on soon. We are off.
Vážené dámy, vážení pánové, milé děti, vítáme vás na obchodních stavbě po Vltavě. Jste velký vážení pohlední rádi přispění svou novinkou občanstvím. Společnost Prague Boats vám přeje příjemnou plavbu.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Vltava.
So this building here on the right with the dome is actually the Strakovy Academy. It was built in 1896 as a school and home for boys of noble families. And now it's actually the official seat of the Czech government. And it has a massive 17,000 meter square garden.
Rozhodná stavba s vlajkami České republiky a Evropské unie je Strakova akademie, sídlo vlády České republiky.
The large building adorned with the flags of the Czech and the European Union is the Prague Academy, seat government of the Czech Republic.
2000 Gold mit Flaggen Basiliky svatého Jiřího.
The basilica rise on the right side of them. To the left of the castle, next to Green Hill, you'll see the two towers of Strakov Monastery, famous for its extensive gallery of fine art and its abundant library.
So we're about to pass under the Manes Bridge. So this was built from 1911 until 1914. It was actually originally named the Archduke Franz Ferdinand Bridge, and after World War I changed to the famous architect Joseph Manes.
Sehen, das durch seine reiche Bildergalerie und die außergewöhnlich umfangreiche Bibliothek berühmt ist. Der 60 Meter hohe Bridge-Turm ist als Ausrichtung eine freie Nachbildung des Fesselturms. Bequem bringt sie die Zahnradbahn dorthin.
Park here to the, or lookout area and park is Sihelna Park. Great place to come, pack a lunch, sit by the river, watch the sunset. This side of Prague is actually on the right here is Malá Strana. On the hill is, well, the hill is Petrin Hill, and on top is Petrin Tower. The tower, if you take the size from the top of the tower all the way to the bottom of Petrin, it's the same height as the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Restaurant with that's right behind the boat. I got engaged here in 2006, and after I proposed to my wife, that's where we had our engagement dinner. The next day, that entire bottom section of the restaurant was underwater. The Vltava had flooded. Heading to the Charles Bridge. So Charles Bridge was built in 1357. The construction on the bridge actually started July 9th, 1357 at 5:31 in the morning.
Napravo od lodí je umístěno muzeum France Kafky. Ústí zde vltavské rameno zvané Čertovka, lemované domy proslulých pražských Benátek.
On our right, in the low structure of Herget's brickyard, you'll find the Franz Kafka Museum. Nearby, an artificial channel called Čertovka, Devil's Stream, lined with the houses of the famous Prague Venice, empties into the river Vltava.
In dem niedrigen Gebäude der Herget-Ziegelei, rechts vom Schiff, befindet sich das Franz Kafka Museum. Dort mündet ein Moldauarm, der Teufelsgraben, der von den Häusern des sogenannten Prager Venedigs besäumt wird.
Building here is called Liechtenstein Palace. It was built in the mid-1500s. Karl I of Liechtenstein actually purchased this in the mid-17th century. So now it's actually owned by the Czech government. Famous heads of state that have stayed here are Queen Elizabeth II, Japanese Emperor Akihito, and Juan Carlos of Spain. In 2002, this suffered a lot of damage when the floods hit Prague. They had a lot of reconstruction of the foundations.
The Gothic-style Charles Bridge connects the lesser town with the old town. It's embellished with 30 mostly Baroque statues. On the river's left bank, underneath Prague Castle, the bridge passes under the lesser town bridge tower. On the opposite bank, you can see the somewhat higher Old Town Bridge Tower. The work of Peter Parlej is notable for its sculptural and stonework decoration, full of unique medieval symbolism.
Die gotische Karlsbrücke verbindet die Kleinseite und
Park over there with the trees, the island is Park Leggy.
geschmückt, die hauptsächlich aus dem Barock stammen. Auf der linken Flussseite unter der Prager Burg wird die Brücke durch den Kleinseitener Brückenturm abgeschlossen.
National
Auf der
Theater
anderen
in the
Seite
distance
der
there.
hohe Altstädter Brückenturm, ein Werk von Peter Parler, der besonders durch seinen bildhauerischen und steinernen Schmuck voll von einmaliger mittelalterlicher Symbolik beeindruckt.
Great view of Liechtenstein Palace. It's now used for really high-end functions. I think still heads of state will come and stay here when they're in Prague. And it's located right at Kampa Park. This is an outstanding park to come walk around in Prague. Great cafes and restaurants, beer gardens. David Cherney there's David Cherney's famous statues, the baby statues, Maminka. Right over behind the penguins there. That tower is the Old Town Tower Bridge. It was constructed under Emperor Charles IV. And the architect designer was Peter Parler, same person who did the Charles Bridge. Behind the tower is St. Francis of Assisi Church, and then there's an organ that was made in 1702. It was actually played by Mozart, Dvorak. Beautiful church to go into. So on Charles Bridge, there's actually 30 statues that line the bridge of famous saints. Right behind, well, in this area is the narrowest passage or passage in Prague. It was actually used for fire department to get water from the river.
Geht das Rudolfinum. Dort finden Konzerte und Ausstellungen statt. Zwischen den Weltkriegen wurde das Gebäude als tschechoslowakisches Parlament genutzt.
The building there is Rudolfinum. It's actually where the Czech Philharmonic play. And on top you can see statues. Those are of famous Czech composers. Better view of the building. It was built in 1876 and completed in 1884.
Na hřebení stráně Letenského parku se vyjímá pseudobarokní hanavský pavilon. Dnes v něm najdete restauraci.
So up in the top there is Letna Park.
Byla postavena jako občanská
Beautiful park to
plovárna.
come and walk around.
The
Amazing
neo-baroque
views of
Hanover
Prague.
Pavilion rises
Views
at
of
the top of
Prague
the
and
Letna Park hillside.
great beer garden up
Today
there
you'll
as
find
well.
a restaurant inside. The low building right on the bank of the river Vltava was built.
So the bridge in front of us here is Czech's most bridge, otherwise Czech Bridge. It's an Art Nouveau bridge. Statues up on top are 17.5 meters tall, and they're called the Victories. Statue right here actually has 2 torches on it. These statues, when they were actually made, were originally designed to emit real flames, which would have been totally cool.
Na druhou stranu se tyčí metronom symbolicky odměřující dějinný čas. Kdysi tu stál monumentální Stalinův pomník, odstraněný nejež roku 1963.
So where the metronome-
A giant metronome towers over the city, symbolically counting the march of history. The site was once home to a massive monument to Stalin, It was detonated in the spring of 1963.
Oben auf dem Letna Plateau erhebt sich ein Metro 60 entfernt.
So here's the Fairmont Hotel. It actually used to be the Hotel Intercontinental. It's an example of Czech brutalism architecture. It was built in 1974. And right next to it is Hotel President. This was built in 1978. Both of these hotels now are 5-star hotels. This building here is Hospital na Františku. Very old hospital. Well, on that ground it goes back a hospital that was built under Charles IV. But specifically at this one, in the 1800s, the first surgery under anesthesia in the Austro-Hungarian Empire was performed at this hospital by Celestine Opik. Still a functional hospital today.
Stavby v různých stavebních stylech. Za hotely míjíme dřívější klášter, nyní nemocnici na Františku a v zápětí klášter svaté Anežky České, pocházející z 13. století. Je považován za první gotickou stavbu v Čechách.
On the right, buildings of different architectural styles emerge. Following the hotels, we pass a former monastery, now the Na Františku Hospital, and the convent of St. Agnes of Bohemia from the 13th century.
Rechts sieht man Gebäude in verschiedenen Baustilen. Hinter den Hotels passieren wir das frühere Kloster zu den Barmherzigen Brüdern.
So this building we're coming up on is the Ministry of Industry and Trade. Party lights up there at the top. That's on the top of Letna. That's the beer garden I was mentioning earlier. Great place to come. Great views of Prague. Sit outside and enjoy the beer. There's a party boat going on over there.
The huge domed building is the seat of the Ministry of Industry and Trade.
Tower lit up over there on the left is Žižkov Tower. It's another Czech brutalist tower thanks to communism. Building there is a hydroelectric plant. I'm not sure if it's still in use. Packed. No, thank you.
Ausstellung auf der Weltausstellung in Brüssel. Auf dem Letna Plateau befinden sich mehrere Parks und Sportareale.
Boats are really nice and toasty inside. It's pretty cold outside.
We're now heading towards Stranica Island. On the end of the island, there's a remarkable hydroelectric power station on spirally inspired green roof on the castle. Inside there are 3 water turbines. Essentially, these would be enough to provide all of Prague's street lighting.
Packed. No, thank you. That thing has to be over capacity.
Nízká prosklená budova byla součástí mimořádně úspěšné československé expozice na světové výstavě v Bruselu. Na Letenské pláni se rozkládají rozsáhlé parket a sportoviště, včetně fotbalového stadionu Pražské Sparty. A vy máte ještě poslední příležitost vnímat krásy Prahy z Vltavské hladiny.
A few years ago, my wife hurt her knee at a concert in Prague, and this is the hospital they took her to. The inside of this is rather dreary. Building still beautiful though, with a great history.
Spread out over Letna Plain. And now you have the last opportunity to enjoy the beauty of Prague from the waters of the Vltava River before you return to its streets and alleys.
Auf das Lettner Plateau in dem Park wurde das ehemalige Restaurant Praha Expo 58 umgesetzt. Das nicht
Reflections on the water are absolutely magic. Tram going across Czech's most. See Petra way up there in the distance. Doesn't get any better than this, folks. These hotels look beautiful at night. During the day, it's great to see the old architecture from the communist times. And supposedly inside these hotels are just, I mean, world class. The Fairmont's just been, was just reopened. It was completely remodeled. The remodel took years. They ran into some issues with the contractor, but it just opened, and it's supposed to be unbelievable inside. It's located in the Old Town area. The street it sits on, well, the side street is Paris Street, which is one of the most expensive, or if not the most expensive shopping area in Prague. That's all we do in Prague is we use public transportation. We don't own a car. Public transportation here is top notch. Adam the Woo would say, "There goes the monorail." Here we can say, "There goes the tram." Hydras. Protecting the coat of arms of Prague. Approaching the end of our tour. And these statues would have been amazing with flames coming out of the torches. Beautiful Art Nouveau bridge. All right, that's it. Great tour. Definitely worth the money. So this trip cost, if you buy it here at the ticket booth, it's €18, 50-minute cruise. I bought mine online, it's €16.50. Boats are absolutely outstanding, very clean, quiet, top deck, lower deck. Offer drinks and snacks. great tour for the price. And I actually have a few videos on all the great views in Prague, and I would add this one to that list. It is a great way to see the city and another vantage point within Prague. Hope you enjoyed the cruise. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Greatly help the channel. The tour is over.